Today's documentary, The Crossfire of Faith, Iconoclasm and the Byzantine Empire. In 726 AD, Constantinople's Hippodrome witnessed a brutal act of desecration. Emperor Leo III ordered the destruction of the true cross relic, a sacred symbol revered across the empire. The shattered wood lay as a testament to imperial decree, sparking centuries of conflict within the Byzantine Empire. Leo III, born in 700 AD, rose to power during the empire's most vulnerable moments, driven by fervent theological beliefs. He saw visions or interpreted scripture to conclude that icons were tools of idolatry forbidden by the Second Commandment. His policy led to the systematic destruction of religious images across the empire, stripping churches bare. The faithful, largely illiterate, relied on icons for devotional tools and visual language of their faith. Leo III's daughter, Empress Irene, became regent after her husband's assassination in 780 AD, continuing the iconoclasm policy. In 797 AD, she orchestrated the deposition of Patriarch Methodios I, replacing him with an iconoclast supporter. Irene and her allies argued icon veneration bordered on paganism, a dangerous heresy in the face of ongoing Persian and Arab threats. The iconodules resisted, citing the Fourth Gospel and the miracle-working power of icons at sites like the Basilica of St. Irene. They argued icons were troparia, or images, aids to prayer, not objects of worship, a distinction crucial yet ignored by iconoclasts. The human cost mounted as priests and monks defending icons faced torture, exile, or execution. Families who kept hidden icons suffered confiscation and violence, tearing the social fabric. The conflict threatened to erase a millennium of devotional practice and artistic expression. Patriarch Nicephorus II, a staunch icon defender, was murdered in 805 AD while trying to convene a council. His murder shocked the empire, signaling the depth of the conflict. In 802, Irene was deposed in a palace coup led by her grandson, young Constantine VI. The new emperor, influenced by his mother Theodora, reversed policies to restore order. In 809 AD, the Second Council of Nicaea convened, attended by over 350 bishops. The council affirmed the veneration of icons, distinguishing between worship and veneration. Icons were declared windows to the divine, tools to focus faith, not objects to be worshipped. But the victory was Pyrrhic. Iconoclasm had already left deep scars on the empire. The conflict had pitted relatives against relatives, factions against factions. Theological divisions persisted, fragmenting the empire's identity. Iconoclasm had temporarily crippled the empire's ability to project its faith visually. Why does this story matter? It reveals the tension between religious conviction and political power. Leo III's act wasn't just about icons. It was about asserting imperial control over religious doctrine. Irene's reign showed how religious disputes could become dynastic battlegrounds. The Restoration demonstrated the enduring power of faith and limits of imperial decree. The iconoclast controversy wasn't just Byzantine. It echoes through history. It raises questions about balancing religious freedom with state control. How do we define the boundaries between worship and idolatry? The crossfire of faith remains a powerful metaphor for reconciling tradition with innovation, reconciling reverence with reason, and demands of faith with realities of power. From the ashes of the destroyed true cross, the Byzantine Empire emerged, more deeply fractured, but also more defined by its visual and theological heritage. Icons remained as symbols of a civilization grappling with its deepest questions, a legacy etched in stone, wood, and the enduring conflict between belief and disbelief. The iconoclast controversy shaped the Byzantine Empire's identity for centuries. It forced the empire to redefine its relationship with its own past. The conflict between belief and disbelief became a defining struggle. The iconoclast controversy echoed in the rise of other religious conflicts in Europe. It demonstrated the fragility of religious tolerance. The Byzantine resolution offered a model for future dialogues. It showed that faith could be reasoned with, even in its most intense forms. The iconoclasm controversy influenced the development of iconography. It preserved techniques that would be rediscovered in the Renaissance. The conflict between state and church power echoed in the Reformation. Iconoclasm's legacy is written in the very fabric of Eastern Orthodox worship. The debates on icon veneration shaped theological discourse for centuries. The iconoclast controversy remains a crucial chapter in the history of religion. It reminds us that faith can be both unifying and dangerously divisive. The struggle between tradition and change continues to this day. The iconoclasm controversy shaped the Byzantine Empire's cultural identity. It influenced the development of religious art across Europe. The conflict between belief and disbelief remains a human constant. The crossfire of faith is a story that continues to resonate.